This build feels barren, and there's a couple reasons for that. Whether it be the inconsistent torch lighting, the overall general lack of life, or the fact that there's literally no decoration besides this massive gear. And obviously, that isn't going to do. So today, I'm going to do my best to bring this whole area to life. Hey there, YouTube, it's Cadiot, and welcome back to my vanilla survival world. It's going to be a little bit more vanilla plus today because I've installed a data pack to help me bring this area to life. And that is the Vanilla Tweaks head data pack. Now, if you know me, I don't just go around killing things all the time. I swear, I don't go around killing things all the time. And so I have no heads at the moment. And that's definitely not because I just installed the data pack. But either way, I need to bring this area to life. And for that, I want to make use of armor stands that actually feel like they're alive, as well as some other things, shops and whatnot, just little stalls that might have popped up in this courtyard. As of right now, that gear really is the only thing here, and so something needs to change. Now, as with any build that uses a potentially large amount of villager heads, there's a small ethical dilemma. And that is, do I kidnap them, breed them, and then use their children for heads, or do I just source them locally? I really don't know why this is a question I'm asking on camera. I'm just going to source them locally. But this guy's got to go first. Hey there, buddy, I need your head. Thank you. Ooh, I like your monocle. Can I have it? Give me your monocle. Give me your monocle. Yes, you gave me your monocle. Head. Give me it. Thank you. Target acquired. Proceeding to elimination.
I've got a bag of hens. I've got a bag of hens. Hens.
Now, before I start giving the citizens of the town life and bells and all of that, there is one more thing that I really need to get done to prepare for this, and that is design some sort of system to make armor stands move around the area so I don't have them all in the same place at once, so that it's different just a little bit every time you come through. Now, I know there are some designs out there for armor stand, like hop things that will suck the armor stand in the ground and spit a new one up. However, I don't know how to build any of those, and I think it's more fun if I just go design one myself. It'll probably be the exact same as someone else's because no one ever makes something unique that's redstone. But hey, why not? So we've now moved over to a testing world, and let's get started on building those little jumper devices. So I've done a little wee bit of testing and was trying to figure out roughly what the height we can launch an armor stand up to if it's sitting still. And this here is roughly what I think the height we can get is. This is how many blocks? Looks like 4, maybe 5? I mean, it'd probably be good if I actually had a measurement. It would appear to be 5. So, well, 5, 6, 6 blocks from where the slime block space is. It's 5 blocks of space beneath the floor to work with. So that's cool. We know that now, and we can actually develop a system to launch it and time it so it always lands up where it needs to land. So that was a pretty simple improvement. It was just messing with some timings and figuring out a system to consistently activate both together at just a short enough pulse interval that it really just gets it going. I'm using observers here to kind of activate it off this trapdoor when it opens or closes. For the final product, we'll figure out some way to activate it either with like the time or something else similar. So that way we could just swap them in and out at an interval, maybe on a timer. It won't be a lever. It won't be that simple. Which that works surprisingly well, which is scary because it doesn't really look like it should work, but it does. Like it really looks like you close that next one in, but he just slips through. Honestly, no one really knows how he does it. He's just magical, okay? Now, while I in theory have plenty of space underneath my builds for this to go in, I kind of want it to be a tad smaller because as it is now, it doesn't make sense to have all of this extra unused space here if you're only going to have 2 armor stands. There's probably a couple things we could do for that. We could either see if we could add a third armor stand with just an interim stage. I want to say Mumbo Jumbo had done something like this in his Season 10 Hermitcraft build with the switching armor stands. It's where I got the idea from. And I want to say you just use like a trap door to hold one in between. So I might try that next and see where that takes us. I mean, wouldn't it be crazy if just like redstone dust and an oak trap door and those 2 extra blocks of wool were all we would need to make this work? It'd be insane. That appears to be swapping. That is not what you're supposed to do. It appears to be jumping around, so I think that's all that needed to be a 3-unit or 3 armor stand system, which is cool, because that means that we now just need to figure out how to shrink down a smaller version for if we only need 2 armor stands. Now, the 2 armor stand system, surprisingly easy. Like, it was really just moving the whole system up and running it off of 1 observer at a height versus 2 observers, and it just kind of came together. Now, I do have to use a slab here, though. That is the downside. If you don't have a slab here, well, it won't work. And I can show you that after I show you that this does indeed work. And you do get an armor stand going millions of feet in the air. And by millions, I mean not millions. But you get the point. I mean, if I put a block up there, as you'll see, it still works. So this could still launch them underneath of a building or something. They just bang their head against the ceiling and get a concussion. But hey, that's fine. They're armor stands. They don't feel pain. Now, I promised I'd show you that this doesn't work without a slab, and so I've replaced the slab with a full block. And as you can see, I lied, and apparently it does work like this, which means all of my testing earlier was just circumstantial, and somehow it does work like this, which I was darn sure it didn't, but apparently it does, and so that's cool, I guess. I genuinely don't know why that works now. It did not work when I was testing this. Well, anyway, these two are cool enough systems. I think we'll use these two in the world, find spaces for them, place them in. Probably have to go get all of the blocks that I need because I doubt I have enough stuff to make them run as is. I think I have maybe 4 slime blocks, which is a bit of a short amount for the amount of these I intend to put in the area. Oh well, I'll see you back in the survival world. Well, I went and got a little bit slimy and, well, also made a couple holes in my little staircase slope thing here because I am ready now to start putting in the jumping units. I've got 3 laid out, and that's because I want to have 3 swappable units on the stairs here so I can make it look like people are changing the direction they're going up and down based on, I don't know, maybe we could do time or we could do weather. There are rain detectors we could use. Either way, I want it to look like the street is constantly busy and not in the same way. And so having the swappers here, not only is it easy because I have the slabs I can hide pistons under, it also will make the street hopefully look like it is differing based on when it is in the day. Ooh, random surprise time lapse. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened, but I lost some footage, and so we're just thrusting you straight into this time lapse where I build this stall, and it's almost already over because it was really just that simple of a time lapse. Some time has now passed, and some work has been done, and oh, hey, it even just jumped there. Perfectly timed with me starting this clip up. That was cool, wasn't it? And yeah, we have a couple of the jumpers in doing their thing, and we have a whole booth over there with a dude. He's looking at something. He's looking at a squid head. He's like, I gotta look at this and make sure that you're bringing me an actual squid head, not a fake one. Because he's like an appraiser or something. I don't know. I thought it looked cool. I thought it'd be cool to do something like this, so I put it here. And that's why that's here. But even just that little bit helps bring an area like this to life. Before, it was just a dead corner, and having dead spaces like that isn't good. So just this here alone has done, in my opinion, a lot to make this street a lot less dead. And then just having the guys here walking up and down, that also does quite a bit. I've got a third one in here. This third one, though, does not jump at the same time that these do. The third one jumps with the sugarcane farm, and I've actually got it set up so that every third cycle, it'll just be empty. So every 3 cycles, We have an empty slot. The other two, it'll be up, but other than that, it's just empty when it's not there. In fact, I might as well just show the characters, because I can always go down there. I got these two farmer guys. They jump whenever this over here triggers, which I guess to show it does trigger, I can just go manually make it trigger itself. Okay, triggers, and it launched him up. Cool, right? I know, it's great. I'm so good at redstone. And it's now raining. But anyway, that's that part of the street. I have set up a couple more armor stands around the area that I want to kind of deck out. I figured I'd deck them out a little bit closer to on camera than in the background. That whole sentence didn't make any sense. Either way, I'm going to do them now, and I want to kind of walk through what I've been doing to get these guys to look like they look. Now, the first step in the process is head selection. Which head do I think is going to look best on an armor stand? Now, I've got three laid out here, a smither, I think this is a shepherd, and, well, this is a donkey, but, like, from the front, it kind of looks like a monotone colored anime girl. Like a really grayscaled anime girl.
I love you, Senpai.
But anyway, those are our three options. And, I think the ones... That was lightning. Okay, anyway, those are our three options. And I think we're going to take these two here as our options for the two armor stands I have set up outside to be messed with. Now, for our grayscaled anime girl, I think I'm going to give her more of, like, a goth vibe. And so... we're going to go with probably black armor, although just the straight black is probably a little too black, so I'll take some dye, and I'm going to lighten it up just a tad by using this light gray dye, a little bit brighter, probably more in line with the gray scaling we're going for. Honestly, it might even be too light. There, actually, yeah, there we go. That's probably more in line with what we want. There's the color code. You can use that if you care. If you don't care, then you don't care. I mean, I really don't care. I just want a color that seems right, which is why I did this. That's why we do it like that. Okay, so then we come over to our armor stand and we equip it like a normal person does. Like, this is like the most basic and easy part of the process. And now, well, we're going to want to show our arms. And we're going to want to disable the base plate. At this point, we have a armor stand that looks like a person. Now's the fun part, because we get to move it. Now, I position this person a little bit closer to this pole. I think I want her right arm to lay down. I want her right arm to kind of come up and grab the pole, almost like she's leaning on it. So I can figure out the positioning. Probably move her back and over a bit. Bring this arm a bit more in. And... Oh, nope, stop the head. I think we're going to move the leg back, almost like the leg's resting against the wall. So we're going to right leg back. And got the side of it. And then I think we're also going to bring the left leg forward, or just out of it and then forward. I think we're going to bring the whole statue actually back, just a tad. Move the front arm. Nope, again, front arm, I can't. The light will be cut the way I want. I think the whole arm stand is going to have gravity turned off, come down just a bit. So it's actually touching the floor. Just like that, we have a person leaning up against the pole in the corner, just doing the thing. Honestly, maybe a bit of rotation. Maybe we need a bit of rotation in our life. We all need a little bit of rotation in our life. Just move it a bit more. Maybe the head just needs a bit of a body, probably a bit of roll. Head of looking. There we go. I think that works. Grayscaled goth anime girl. Taking a step back now and looking at this street from above, there is a lot more to this now than there was before. It definitely feels a lot different, a lot more lively, and I think that has everything to do with the fact... Oh, they jumped again and I missed it. That has everything to do with the fact that this corner is now filled, and there's actually people on the street, which makes it feel like it's being used and not just an empty shell. Why am I looking at it from up here? I don't know. She's got an unnatural stare, and it really, really, like, super unnatural stare. Like, you sit over here, and you look at her. Or I guess you don't look at her. I mean, she looks at you. Like, she's just... What you doing? Yeah, it's really... It's unsettling. I walk the corner, and then I just see her over here, and I did this to myself. Why did I do this? I don't know. But that doesn't matter because for now, the product is finished. And what do I do when the product is finished? Well, I tell you that you should do the YouTube things, the subscribe thing, the like thing, and comment if you feel like it. Either way, I've been Cadiot. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If there is a next one, there probably will be. Bye.